Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Ashley Clement. Once again, we want to thank you for checking us out and checking on the news we've been following for you. President Donald Trump and congressional Republicans are proposing a far-reaching $5 trillion plan Wednesday that would cut taxes for corporations and potentially for individuals, simplifying the tax system and nearly doubling the standard deduction used by most Americans. The plan is sweeping in scope, but omits critical, controversial details that are likely to take months to work out in a bitterly divided GOP-led Congress. The political stakes are high for Republicans and for Trump, whose agenda has largely stalled as the GOP abandoned efforts to repeal the Obama-era health law. A budget watchdog group in Washington says the new GOP tax plan could cost $2.2 trillion over the next 10 years. Twitter today is moving away from its traditional 140-character tweet limit. The company has announced that it's testing a new 280-character limit for some users. The company says it came to this decision after realizing how character and word count varied based on different languages. Rosen writes that language like Japanese, Korean, and Chinese can, quote, convey about double the amount of information in one character, end quote, as other languages such as English, Spanish, Portuguese, or French. A small percentage of users will have access to the extra characters beginning this week. First, Hurricane Maria knocked out power and water to Puerto Rico. Then, diesel fuel, gas, and water became scarce. Now it's money. The aftermath of the powerful storm has resulted in a near-total shutdown of the U.S. territory's economy that could last for weeks and has many people running seriously low on cash and worrying that it will become even harder to survive on the storm-ravaged island. There are long lines at the banks that are open with reduced hours or the scattered ATMs that are operational amid an island-wide power outage and near-total loss of telecommunications. Saudi Arabia's surprise decision to grant women the right to drive rattled society in the kingdom on Wednesday, bringing cheers from rights activists and young people and grumbling from others who say they will never let their wives and daughters behind the wheel. It also demonstrated how the power of ultra-conservatives to impose their will has weakened as the kingdom's 32-year-old crown prince steams ahead with sensitive reforms under his father, King Salman. A high school student who hadn't been getting along with two classmates suddenly attacked them with a switchblade during history class Wednesday, killing one boy and gravely wounding another, police said. 15 to 20 students witnessed the attack. After leaving the classroom, 18-year-old Abel Cadino handed the bloody knife to a school counselor he met in the hall, then went to an assistant principal's office and quietly waited for authorities to arrive, police said. Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy magazine, died at his home of natural causes on Wednesday night. He was 91. With Playboy, he helped slip sex out of the confines of plain brown wrappers and into mainstream conversation. Hefner published the first issue of Playboy in 1953, featuring naked photos of Marilyn Monroe and editorial promise of humor, sophistication, and spice. For 7 seasons, AMC's The Walking Dead has explored a world where the dead roam the earth while the living seek safety from other humans as much as from the zombies trying to tear into their flesh. And now, as the show approaches its 100th episode, the kickoff to Season 8 that launches on October 22nd, the characters are on the verge of war, a battle pitting character Rick Grimes and his band of loyalists against Negan and the Saviors, mixed in with a few other communities whose allegiances sometimes shift without warning. The September heat wave is broken. What can we expect for the weekend? Here's Matt with the forecast.
After 3 straight days in the 90s and 2 straight days on record heat, we're heading to more normal temperatures. After some early morning clouds, the sun will dominate our skies again, and we'll see highs in the mid-60s. Tonight, another front comes in and will bring in clouds and give us our first real chance of rain on Friday. We start out mostly cloudy Friday, but increasing clouds will give us an increasing chance for some rain Friday night. The rain could be heavy and steady Friday evening, highs tomorrow again in the mid-60s. The sun comes back for the weekend with highs again back to normal. Expect high temps both days near 65. Looking ahead, the sun continues for both Monday and Tuesday, with highs creeping back up into the mid-70s. That's our forecast. Have a great day. I'm Matt.
A college basketball scandal is shaking the sports world. Here's Jolie with the sports.
Rick Pitino couldn't survive another scandal, with interim Louisville president placing the coach and his boss on administrative leave amid a nationwide federal bribery investigation that has rocked college basketball. Of course, many people remember that Pitino was an early assistant at Syracuse University for Coach Jim Boeheim. In the latest investigation, federal prosecutors say at least 3 top high school recruits were promised payments of as much as $150,000 using money supplied by Adidas to attend 2 universities sponsored by the athletic shoe company. As many as 4 major universities have been named in the investigation. The NBA season is just around the corner, and teams are making their final roster moves. Last week, Carmelo Anthony was shipped by the Knicks to the Thunder, and yesterday the Cavaliers signed Dwayne Wade. Ryan Mosier shot a top round of 40, but it wasn't enough as the Mexico golf team dropped its match with Chittenango yesterday. Earlier this week, the team qualified for the sectional tournament. The girls' soccer team dropped its road game to Casanova last night, 5-2. Chloe Leduc and Ava Autokirk scored for the Tigers. And finally, both the boys and girls cross-country teams dropped dual meets to Chittenango yesterday. That's a quick look at sports. I'm Jolie. Have a great day.
Friday is National Coffee Day, and that means many local shops and gas stations are offering free coffee, including Dunkin' Donuts. OCO Health Education will be holding their first meeting after school today in the Student Services Conference Room. If you are interested in being a peer educator, or if you would like to learn more about peer education, please plan to attend. The after-school program, ASAP, will start Monday, 10-2. Please report to the cafeteria for attendance. If anyone is interested, please pick up the application form in Mr. Busco's office. The informational meeting for National Honor Society is Thursday, October 5th at 2:15 in room 103. That's all for us today. Thanks again for making us part of your day. Please look for us again on Friday afternoon. I'm Ashley Clement. Have a great day.